I'm just gonna like explain the story of the game, okay? Because every single game as ADC, you're gonna have something that you want to work towards, and it's not like, oh, I want to scale. Like that's fake. Every time I hear someone say as ADC I want to scale, like you don't know what you're talking about. Like scaling, yes, is a win con, but you have to find a path to get there. I'm Daption, an ex-pro player for Cincinnati Fear, rank 2 on support, rank 14 on ADC on the NA ladder, and a CLOL champion. After years of competing at the top of North America, I've helped a ton of students finally hit their dream ranks by showing them what actually wins games. If you're serious about climbing this season, book a session and I'll help you see the game the way a challenger does. Stop guessing, start improving. For real. If your idea of scaling is just sitting at turret, right, and just letting the game pass you by, you're going to lose. Okay? So in this game specifically, your 2v2 is winning so long as you guys can kill them during either Ignite or during like a jungle gank. Other than that, you don't win 2v2. It's just how it is, right? So if the Soraka can heal the damage, which Ignite prevents that, then you lose. And if you have a jungle, like a numbers advantage, that's how you're going to win. But one thing I really want you to like pay attention to, in this game, there is one person that I want you to be looking at and like staring at. You know, like when you're at, I've never been to a bar, but when you're at a bar and you see someone who's really attractive, right? You're just fucking eyeing them. You're gunning them. Who do you think I'm referring to this game on the enemy team?
Oh, Soraka.
Yeah. Their support, Soraka, is the only champion. So these two are too tanky, and then these two have dashes, right? So the only person in a team fight that I'm like gunning for, okay, this is...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes. This...
I thought you meant like, who am I looking at in terms of danger? Like...
Oh, yes. There's definitely some danger on the enemy team. But if there's a single champion that you want you and your entire team to engage on, it's this champion. And I guarantee you there's going to be angles for it. Okay?
I don't think I take any of those angles once.
It's okay. We're going to look at them. So other than that, like straight up, you don't win a fight unless you're ahead. And so in this game, if I tell you like, oh, you should be really, really aggressive, to you, that probably doesn't mean anything, right? I'm going to try to find angles where if you could have traded on this timer, maybe on the next timer, if they were low enough, you could kill, okay? Because that's a really important fundamental for lane. Also, level 1...
I will say this then. I think I get away with like some bullshit in this game.
Okay. That's going to happen, okay? It's really important to recognize that. Like, bullshit will happen. You will either get away with shit or the enemy will get away with stuff that is completely illegal. And it might tilt the fucking shit out of you, right? Does for me too. But if you continue like ruminating and marinating in the negativity, it's gonna affect you and your gameplay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go straight for it. Level 1, there's not anything that I'm really looking for. Okay, so Teemo is okay. I will mute this fucking Teemo. I don't want to hear him. But you do have
quite a bit.
Yeah. So I mean, he's doing it level 1, so I'm kind of okay. So they're literally not walking up, and now you're gonna get prio. Perfect. Okay. So once you use your Q, I'm really happy with how you did it. You just like stood in the wave. You didn't really give up. And it's really important that you keep hitting the wave. I love this. But okay, now the next timer that I want you to look at is like, okay, you queued, right? In this scenario, can you press your Q again?
The wave looks pretty even, so maybe I should really secure prio first before doing that.
So when you say prio, like, what would killing these minions do for you?
Well, definitely securing us level 2 first.
Yes, exactly. So what I'm looking for is your first Q timer, amazing, right? They didn't walk up. You didn't walk straight past their wave, amazing. This timer, you don't want to actually press Q because you want to hold it for when you get level 2, right? And then you're going to go straight at them. But really important fundamental here. I don't care if you're playing with Keria, and I don't care if you're playing with a bronze Teemo here. You are spam pinging this wave. Because when the minion waves are this equal, Tristana has E, right? She's going to push the wave insanely fast. Yeah. You need to spam ping these minions. These are your minions. If you don't get them first, they're going to get prio, and in a double range lane, whoever gets level 2 first just wins the lane. Should win the lane. Okay. So let's just see how it is. So yeah, you just missed like one fight timer here because so you did what is called a what the fuck is the word? You overcompensated, because what would have happened had you not queued? They would have just gone level 2 first. So you're queuing and running at her so that you can get a little bit more time to hit the wave. Perfect. But the problem already happened. You just compensated for an issue, which is you didn't push the wave fast enough, and it's your Teemo as well, right? Which is why I'm saying like ping him. And there's going to be timers like this for the rest of the game. I'm going to keep on looking at them. So the first one, really important, level 2, you have to get it. And then here you compensated because they were going to get level 2 first. It's completely fine. I would say barrier as you're taking this damage, because getting an early barrier out is like, okay. Oh my god. Oh, well, okay.
I thought I could kill her. That's my bad.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It's really important when you're playing an assassin to 100% know your fighting timers, and that involves summoners and abilities, right? So Soraka, she hit her Q, so she has like extra move speed, whatever. And once they hit level 2, right, this bitch is going up to this much HP, no matter what.
Right.
And on top of that, you use your barrier. And did this guy use his barrier?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So they used heal, but not barrier. So now if you flash forward, it's a waste of a flash.
Yeah.
So always before you flash in as an ADC, just remember heal and barrier. Only like flashes are not the only like important ones in bot lane. Level 1, level 2, heal and barrier will change your entire game. Okay.
Okay.
So right here, you did really well. You just like hard fought them, and then you blew the Tristana's barrier. They have no heal, and your jungler is pathing top side. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, she did deserve to die. It's okay. Okay, well, okay. I mean, you know what? I'll fucking take it, because you know what? On this flash timer from Teemo, it wasn't you who initiated this fight, but it's really good. If they stay in this lane, they need to die, right? No barrier, no heal. Now's your timer to walk up, right? So your Teemo just flash, Q igniting. That was perfect, but you should also recognize this is not allowed. So even though your supports, okay, some games your supports will just stand here, okay, and just watch this lane go by, and this bitch is going to be 100 HP. That's not allowed, okay? So you have to be the one that recognizes this guy needs to die. And you know what? If you go forward and their jungler comes, then we can talk about it, okay? Then we can be like, okay, why did their jungler come? This game specifically, their jungler is Skarner, right? So he doesn't really want a 3 camp.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I wouldn't really like look for, oh my god, it's 2:30, like they're gonna come gank us. Around the 3:30 mark, like that's or 3 to 3:30 mark, like I understand. But here, 100%, your fight timer. So we've had 3 different fight timers. Level 1, they didn't walk up. Level 2, you walked up and prevented them from getting level 2. And then this timer, because they stayed in lane with 1 HP. So you got 3 fight timers, and you ended up getting 2 kills out of this. Now, is this theoretically right? Like, should the Soraka die here? No.
Probably not. She should never have been up that far when Tristana was that low.
Yeah. So also, I think Soraka was AFK, which is why she's not level 2. Yeah, she was level 1 this entire.
I think I think level 1 when Tristana was like kind of respecting the Twitch invis.
Yeah.
Tristana walked up first, and like it looked like Soraka missed some of the melee minion
She
XP.
did, yeah. Yeah, so she was, so when I told you about that level 2 timer, I literally didn't see, I skipped forward, so I didn't see whether or not the Soraka got EXP, but you can also factor that in. I was just thinking that the lane went normally. That's my bad. And like sometimes that's gonna happen, by the way, like where the support's just not taking EXP. Okay. So this is a kill, and we're gonna go through why this is a kill. So usually, right, until your support is on your screen, I don't want you to walk up and fight them on this wave. Why?
Because it's their wave is pushing in.
Yes. And any trade that you take here, by the way, you don't know what side the jungler's on, right? You have no idea. So for all you know, he's finishing up Scuttle, and then he's gonna come and dive bot. So if you lose half your HP, right, and this Tristana loses down to 1/3 of her HP, who's the trade better for?
If the jungler's down here, definitely for them.
Exactly. So
Plus, if she pushes in the wave, she can just recall.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just came back to lane. So I want you to recognize taking a fight here, high risk, okay? But the way you played,
in like a monkey.
So yeah, she did have you in like a monkey. But the important thing is, in this scenario, if Tristana jumps on you, right, you have a Teemo blind.
Yep.
So any support that you're playing with is going to have a different advantage. ADCs versus Teemo will have the worst time ever. So she all-in'd on you. You had a Teemo. And if you took this fight knowing that, by the way, this would be a challenger level play. I'm not even joking. Because you planned in advance on your advantages and your support's advantages and played it into your 2v2. You see this?
Yep.
So in games where, for example, even if you have, let's say, like a Lulu in this scenario, and she's around here on the screen, if this Tristana jumps on you, right, and she has she has polymorph, let's say, this guy's, his trade is going to be fucked, right?
Yep.
So there's ways to plan for that, but I want you to recognize in this scenario, it's much better for you to catch the wave, unless you were thinking about this Teemo thing. Now,
no, I was thinking I would just like thin this wave out a little bit and hold it on our side, but it doesn't look like I can thin it out fast enough.
In this scenario, the standard rule is for you to stand here and let the wave come into you, unless you think you are stronger. So
okay, no, I only have like,
yeah,
I think I have like a double longsword advantage, but that's it.
You are stronger in this scenario, unironic. Well, it's because of the Teemo and what we just talked about, right? But if you're not thinking about it, I want your go-to to be like, okay, I'm gonna catch the wave, because that's the safest thing you can do, right? Until your support is on your screen, you don't lose HP, and then you catch all this wave.
Yep.
And so that's how you keep a stable lead. When they're pushing into you, you let the wave come into you, and then when the wave is going into them, you take harder trades. So okay, now I'm gonna talk about this little 2v2. So if you know that the Tristana is gonna jump on you, right? Which she should. If you're on her screen, she's gonna jump on you. Almost every Tristana in the, okay, not every Tristana, but like maybe let's say like GM will jump on you here, okay? Because they won't be thinking about the Teemo because object permanence, and they won't be thinking about him, you know? And so they'll jump on you, and then they won't be able to get their autos. They'll freak the fuck out because then they can't jump again, and you win, right? Like she has flash, mind you, I think she didn't flash when Teemo flashed on her earlier. So she can definitely flash out. But if she's going to jump on you, put your W on top of yourself the second you see the jump. So look right here. Right here, if you W'd here on top of yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Well, when I saw this, I was like, oh crap. I wasn't expecting her to jump. So I think like I pressed W the same time she pressed W.
Yeah, no, that's completely like understandable. It's just from now on, I want you to recognize the slow stack wave. The pattern for you is going to be if they see you on the wave. Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I said, oh yeah, my instinct is usually catch this wave.
Yeah. So if you're walking up past this line, okay, she's gonna want to fight you. Any ADCs, if they see that, they're gonna want to fight you, unless they're literally like, I don't know, like AFK. or they're scared of the jungler. Those are the two conditions. But your jungler showing mid, and you don't know where their jungler is. So, and then here, auto. So don't ever auto, or don't ever E until you get your last auto out. Like
Yeah,
this.
my full stat, the full stacks. Yeah, because she was at like 5 stacks, that one more, and I think it would have killed her.
So, okay, it is true. The full stacks is correct, but I want you to keep autoing until you don't have range to auto anymore, because your E, look at this fucking range. You see this shit?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get as many autos in as possible, because then it makes it an execute, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you get the maximum damage possible. So we had 3 fight timers, and then this is the 4th. She's gonna die. But like you see how like sometimes your support might be bad, but you literally just won lane at 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is insane. If I saw this shit, I would be typing FF please on the enemy team, obviously.
Yeah.
So then, okay. I like it. And your jungler's bot side. Okay, so one thing about this is, remember, slow stack timer, you're going to want to fight now, right? So this is going to be your pattern. I like how you queued, but there's another advantage that you can use, which is your jungler. Whenever your jungler is on your side and you're looking for these trade timers, just make sure you ping once. Well, you can, yeah, you can.
Oh, and ping,
can, yeah, exactly. So the first step is pinging, and then if she's not walking, then, or if she is walking, then you wait for her to come up, and then if she's not, then you just take your 2v2. But I want you to have all of the options available so that when the fight happens, you know, you're like, at least I fucking pinged my jungler, you know?
Yeah, makes sense.
So this is like trying to cover all of your bases, and then let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, no complaints here. And their jungler showed top side.
Kind of just like handed that to me on a silver platter.
And she'll continue doing that. So, okay, one last thing. In this scenario, you could push the wave again, because their Skarner showing top right now. So unless you think that the Soraka can 1v2 you guys, which if she's really good, she can. But you can also just get an extra. You don't have to, but I just want to put the option out there, because the Tristana is like around here right now, so you can W the wave, start hitting it, and then E and then get the fuck out. It gets you more gold. Is the only advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So you're literally 2-0-2. Okay, so this is a change of the story of how this game's gonna go, right? So now let's think about it, right? So the standard was you just let the wave come into you. But once the enemy ADC, right, is now weaker than you in a 2v2, even if she has more minions, right? Because you have a pickaxe over her, maybe longsword, maybe double longsword, right? So that's 25 extra AD. Unless you're scared of the jungler literally being in this side of the jungle, you can just fight on this wave, because you are now stronger. In this,
that was my plan after getting the pickaxe until I saw the control ward.
Oh, there was a control ward in this bush?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
That's unlucky. I mean, there is a way to counteract that, which is early. Oh my god, she doesn't even have a fucking longsword. She has gunslinger. Okay, you can literally just kill her at any point now. Make sure you get your PTA before you press it. But okay, no, the important thing is whenever you're looking for these angles, like if you're walking back,
just walk around the other way.
Okay, it's hard to know this, okay? This is really hard to know, but whenever you're walking back from base, especially when you're playing Invis champions, pressing tab to see if they have a pink ward, it'll just save you some fights, right? Like in this world where they have to be scared of you fighting 24/7, if you know that they have a pink ward, it just makes your angle to fight easier, right? And you, unironically, you knew it here, but you didn't look for it.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? So it could be the support, it could be the ADC, but I want you to think about pink ward the entire game. When you're pressing tab, look for pink wards.
Okay.
Okay? So that prevents this timer that we just talked about. And then if you see that she has a pink ward and then, 15 seconds later she doesn't, and the furthest bush she can get to is this one. You can assume that this one's warded, and then you can go this way.
That makes sense.
See?
Yeah.
But before that, like, I understand exactly what you're thinking, right? You want to look to fight, but this random ass fucking pink ward came out of nowhere, right? So it's like the only way for you to look for a fight here is to make it easier on you and look for the pink wards. I will say though, okay, so this is really important. Even if the pink ward shows you, okay, now that I told you that she has a gunslinger scout, whatever, the attack speed item, right? And you're infinitely stronger than her. You literally have fucking 45, 80 on her.
Yeah.
In this scenario, if there's a pink ward, right? And this bitch is standing on business, she will not budge from this line, right? What should you do instead?
Just walk straight.
Yes, just walk straight at her. She's not allowed to be on this wave. And if she jumps on you, guess what happens?
She dies.
Exactly. So I want you to think about it. I'm stronger. You know, that's the story of the game right now. 2v2, if she's on your screen and she's trying to push in the wave, you should be hitting her back. Okay?
Yeah.
She's not allowed to. So the mistake that she made, by the way, is she slow pushed this wave. She can't slow push this wave anymore because you are so strong that you can fight her on a stacked wave. This usually happens around I mean, there's no specific item because every champion builds different things, but I just want you to think, like, if you press tab, right? And let's say you had a pickaxe to her gunslinger scout, right? Do you think the rule that I just said still applies?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So when you are stronger, obviously it's not like I'm not telling you to like fight her if you only have a double longsword, because double longsword is closer to the gunslinger scout. And different items, like if we really want to get into it, I could tell you like every single champion's like best buy, you know, if they have that, they can actually fight you. But in this scenario, like no matter what you do, you have an attack speed steroid on this one, on this Q, right? And then you can slow her down so you can get more autos. So attack speed's not an issue for you. And then she got attack speed when she wants damage. So no matter what, I want to fight her. It's not no matter what, obviously, because jungles exist. But I just want you to remember their jungler showed top. So now when your jungler is crossing, okay, so what's supposed to happen here is your jungler is supposed to path straight back into top, and she's supposed to cross here. When that happens, you should know that Skarner's pathing back into bot. Okay.
Yep.
He should be around on wolves. So
I think that's what fucks me up later.
Yeah. I mean, especially as a jungle player, like you know what like jungle camp cycles are, right? So every time they like from level 1, if someone's pathing down, their usual go-to is going to be pathing down every single cycle. So on this timer, you know that. And so, okay, right here, let me ask you, what is your priority? Because you took a trade, but look at your conditions.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like I should. I'm trying to think if I could shove this wave fast enough, because like they definitely recalled. Well, they should have recalled because of how low they were. And so I feel like in this situation, it's better to slow build this because I don't think I could shove it fast enough. But if I can shove it fast enough with my W and E, I should get it under tower as fast as I can. Although with home guards and everything, she probably still gets to catch the wave. Although the jungler's here, so if I hard shove this, which I think is exactly what I do, then we have prio for dragon. So
you got the right wave manipulation, which is hard shove, but it's the wrong reason, right? So if you just took a fight and they want to base, right? And you're at this HP,
they come back. Yeah, they come back full health and everything.
Yeah, and so in this situation, at best, okay, you can hard push this wave, but either you or your teamo is gonna have to take a base because there's a honey fruit right here, right? You can hard shove this wave and go to the honey fruit, but your teamo's still gonna be 0 HP. So
Yeah.
I just want you to recognize that you have the tool of I can push the wave and then take a base to renew my condition, or I can go around 5 minutes 30 seconds. Usually 5 minutes 30 seconds to 6:30 is when this honey fruit spawns. I think I don't know the
Yeah, I
exact
think it's
timer.
6:30.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this one spawned, I think, earlier. But you can just look at this right now, look at your map, and you're like, okay, there's a honey fruit. I'm going to push this, stay in lane. I can ping my Teemo off. But the most important thing here is if they're renewing their conditions, you have to renew your conditions.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I do think that you understand, like, now we're talking about like fighting, you're ahead, but I never want you to take a fight at this HP, right? When they're
Yeah.
coming back from with full HP, and she'll probably have a longsword, right? So she'll be a little bit closer in fighting. This is setting you up for failure. If you
I
stay
see.
here, you are setting up yourself up for failure, or if you
Yeah.
don't take the honey fruit. So let's see what happens, because this is going to lead to you dying. I don't even need to see what's about to happen. I just, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Took that cannon, I was like,
it's tough. But here you slow push, right? So no matter what, I don't want you to slow push, because remember, when you're slow pushing, you need to be strong enough to fight them on this next wave if they come. And
yeah,
like I said, if you slow push and you're at this HP, you're
it's
kind of
fine.
shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, exactly. So after you push this, I really, okay. So okay.
Yeah, now it's bad. As soon as Katarina showed up, I should have started walking back.
Okay.
I was too bloodthirsty.
So I want you to take this in. So what you just did is a very, very high risk play. Okay. Remember when I told you the fuck, when was it? I already blanked. At some point in this lane, you fought the, oh yeah. It was when you were at the turret, right? And they were pushing the wave into you. If you didn't think about the Teemo and you started fighting them, that was a high risk play, because you're going in and you're literally just hoping to God you deal enough damage, right? I don't want you to think like that. I want you to think right now, okay? You're seeing this fight, right? And you know this is bad, right? Because I see that you are pinging that this is bad, but never do this. Never. Oh wait, no, it's not you who's pinging it. Actually, yeah, I think it's your Veigar that's pinging off. Okay, I never want you to, like, if you're making a decision, I definitely appreciate the fact that you're going all in on it, but we can go into the reasoning as to why if it goes wrong. So here, the reason why I really want you to be scared to fight here is because of what?
Well, we don't know where Katarina is at this point.
And
She could be flanking me.
Yeah. So whenever you're taking a fight in the jungle, if you don't have information on this Katarina, or any mid laner for that matter, and you see where your mid laner is, I want you to take that into account.
Yep, makes sense.
Because if you don't, this is going to happen. And your lead, which is insane right now, by the way, you are so fucking ahead. You can carry this game by yourself. If you go for this fight, you are going to throw your lead. So, because remember, your priority here is basing.
Right.
Yeah. So you're definitely, like, you're okay conditions to fight. That's fine. But the next step after your conditions is the rest of the conditions on the map. And right now, Teemo's half HP. Your Sejuani. The second I see this, by the way, I'm just running back. I don't even care if, you know, like, a judge ordered me to fucking run straight at this Tristana. I'm not obeying that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In game, like, there is no way in hell that with these HP bars and me not knowing about Katarina, I'm clicking forward. So obviously in this situation, we didn't consider the Katarina. From any fight that you take from now on, if it's in the jungle, if it's in the river, you have to consider the 4v4 on the rest of the map. Yeah. So like, it has to be, I see my ADC, I see the support, I see the jungle, I don't see the mid. Okay, there's something wrong with this. Okay?
Yep.
So It's unfortunate, but the game is not lost. The Katarina does get the kills. Okay. So. I didn't look at any of the summoners that they use this fight, but I have a feeling they used none. Okay. So right here, this is a part of you remember when I told you about your the last session, right? I think your mid laner TP'd on your mid wave or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we went over that is because if they TP to a wave, you're no longer allowed to play in that lane, right? So right now, if your Veigar is clicking towards your lane, okay, and you see this Katarina, right? You see how fucking strong she is. If this Veigar keeps on walking bot, can you walk bot?
No, my plan here already was to go mid.
Well, that's the thing. You shouldn't want to go mid here, because what's going to happen is their bot lane's going to push in this wave. Katarina should walk straight back mid, and then you're 1v1 versus Katarina.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to be versus Katarina. So
yeah,
what I'm trying to say here is spam ping your Veigar off, because this is your wave.
Okay.
If they continue playing, you know, so be it. But your Veigar is literally just forcing you into a Katarina matchup right now. We're not even going to talk about like the fighting. This fight is horrible for him. But now if you walk mid, you're forcing yourself into a matchup you don't like, because the Katarina can run straight mid off of killing your Veigar, which is obviously bad for you.
She has no ult or ignite though.
She did use those, right? But at the same time, like, she can just jump on you and chunk you for half your HP. What the fuck are you gonna do? She got so much.
I think she does do that.
Okay, well, that's crazy. Okay,
she plays it. She plays it so bad.
Yeah, she's a. Wait, you kill her? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's actually, the timing was insane, but that was actually really funny. So none of this was planned. So that's what I want you to think about, right? You got this kill, but none of this is replicable. In your games from now on, right? You won't know what to do in this situation.
With brains would have
yes.
Yeah, made my life impossible there.
Exactly. And then you're walking back to bot maybe with like half your HP, and you're like, what the fuck? I just came back from base. So we're gonna skip forward from the scenario. Don't mind the cannon. I don't give a fuck. Okay, right here. What's your priority?
I should probably reset. There's a wave at my tower, and I'm thinking like, ooh, I wonder if I can catch a couple of those. Probably not with how far I am.
So I know what you're thinking right now. You can't lie to me, unfortunately. You want your fucking collector. You need 125 gold for your collector right now.
Yeah.
So there's a very easy way to do that. What
steal these mid
yeah, just take one plate. Yeah, just take one plate.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
Mind you, you just went mid to fix Veigar's mistake, which was running bot and killing himself, and he's running straight behind you. Okay, if he's gonna do that, you might as well use him.
Oh, okay.
So you just walk up.
Yeah, you're right. I should have just taken a plate and then
exactly. And then you're just golden.
Still dead.
Yeah. So this is the worst case scenario where you walk back bot and you're kind of like low HP. You also want, and you're not low HP, but you're not full HP conditions, but you really want to get your base. So what I want you to do is definitely like hard shove. That's the biggest priority right now. Hard shove this wave, get your item. Okay. Let's see how you do it. No. Okay. Whenever you have above fighting, right? Yes. Above fighting and pushing your lead. Oh my God. Is any item that can get you a lead, right? So collector in this fucking pyramid, a beautiful pyramid, by the way. Collector will make it, let's say I'll put a number to it, like 20% easier for you to just solo kill this fucking Tristana, right? Would you rather keep on playing this lane or just get the 20%? It's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
So in this scenario, first item over anybody is always going to be prioritized over fighting, because it's very hard in the early game to build a full item, but you're so fed. The only reason why you can do this is because you have 3 kills, 3 assists. So
I was looking for fruit, but since this wave is pushing back to us, that would have been a good time to.
oh no.
Instead of me doing this without Teemo in my lane.
How can I help you with this? Because like
easy, just don't even walk up. Period. Because they're doing the dragon. Since they're doing the dragon, I really don't have to do anything. I could just sit here and let the wave. I can recall and let the wave push back.
Yeah, but see, the mistake is already made. But I just want you to realize, like, even if your Teemo was here, it would be bad for you to stay on the wave because of what we said about the item. But the telltale sign for you is just like, if you're walking up past this line, right? Same thing with when they're pushing into you and they see you walk up on their big ass stacked wave. If they see you 1v2, they're just going to jump on you, right? And there's nothing you can do if you're 1v2. So that's okay. The second you see this, you see your Teemo not on you as you're walking up with this much HP, and you don't know where the Soraka is. I don't care if she's like standing out of it. So like really good support players here, if they're not walking back from lane, they'll just stand in fog waiting for you to walk up and hit the Tristana, and they'll just get a free kill, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to be thinking about this at all times. The thing I think that's kind of holding you back is like thinking when you're fighting, thinking about the numbers is like kind of not second nature for you. So if you're 1v1, I completely understand why you're doing this. You know what's funny
though is when I play jungle, that is always top of mind for me, especially when I'm like, when I'm trying to do, like, let's say I'm trying to do grubs and like my top laner or my mid laner don't have prio, or even if they do have prio and they don't look like they're going to rotate. I'm like, do I win a win? If I'm Udyr, do I win the 1v1 against Nocturne? Maybe, maybe not. If the waves are in the middle of the lane and one of their laners rotate and mine doesn't, I just have to walk away.
Yeah.
But when I'm bot lane, I'm like, oh yeah, let me just go in there.
I think it's because
that's what Tristana says, right? Let me get in there.
She does say that. But I think the reason why this is happening is because you're not treating your lane as like an objective fight. So the main thing with Grubs or Drake is that whenever you pull those objectives, you're naturally going to bring people towards you, right? Because they're going to want to prevent you from doing it. In lane, whenever you're contesting...
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt. But like, if I'm the Sejuani here, if I'm the jungler on the dragon and I see this, when I'm the jungler, I get so fucking pissed off because I'm like, you dumbass, now you're going to die and then they're going to rotate to me and push me off this dragon or kill me.
Yeah. So, okay, there you go. There you go. I'll save you the trouble, because right here, the mistake should be, I think this has happened 2 or 3 times. Whenever you don't see your laner with you, you have to be thinking about like what resource they're taking. So for you, whenever you're playing jungle, you walk to, let's say, grubs, and then you look at lanes, right? Whenever you're walking up to lane and you don't see your support, I want you to think, okay, what is the resource he's playing towards? In this case, it's Drake, right? So it's an understandable timer for him to walk up to Drake. Now, should he be doing it without you? No. Yeah. But the important thing is for you to understand, and the next time you walk up and you contest like this, beautiful arrow, you know why this is bad. Because you're using a Drake timer on support and jungle. They are on your side of the map, don't get me wrong, but they're not on your screen. So you can't do this.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So the resource management here was probably the issue. And this feels really bad, right? Because you're so ahead, but okay. I mean, talk about looking at the Soraka and you just fucking blew her head off. So good job.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you're 1v2. You saw their jungler somewhere around here. Yeah. So he's crossing to his bot side camps. You know he's bot side. So even though you killed their Soraka, you're not actually 2v1. This guy should be hovering. Okay, and now
Here
there's
comes
yeah,
Katarina.
yeah. So your Veigar actually did a really good job pinging there. If you had kept hitting the turret, unfortunately, I would have to flame you a little bit. Obviously, not flame you, but you get it. Yeah, you should be fine. Okay, no.
Yeah, I know. I should have just walked back to tower.
Yeah, because your stealth isn't running out. If it was, I would understand why you did that. But no matter what, here, like, there's no reason for you to show yourself. So, I mean, you played it pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so if you're not eating until now, by the way, like if you're not eating now, don't eat to kill this Skarner because you'll need the damage for anybody else who shows up. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't end up netting you a kill here, but this concept is probably gonna help you in other scenarios. Like for example, right here, if you got your auto E off,
Tristana would die.
She's dead. Yeah. And this is actually okay. They sent 4 people towards you, and you got 2 fucking kills.
Yeah.
So this is just purely because of how strong you are. And if you took this fight knowing that, you're a challenger player.
I started fighting Skarner there because I was like, well, I have Collector, and they like none of them have completed items yet.
Okay, well, that's a little that's a little bit ambitious because you saw them all come. If it was just Skarner, right? Perfect. You're actually
when I saw just Skarner pulling in, I thought Katarina started walking back to lane.
You can't assume that. Don't ever do that. Because think about it like this, right? If you take the gamble of Cat is mid, right? Versus Cat is bot. Let's say for Cat running mid, let's say it's like I don't know, like she already committed to this roam. She's already losing a mid wave. So it's like a 30% chance, right? That she walks back mid. Even if you don't see her, right now, you are gambling a 70% chance. She already lost her wave, right? She's not caring about this wave once the wave has crashed into turret and she hasn't shown back mid. She's losing it. So honestly, maybe I could even change this like 10%, right?
Yeah.
And then make this 90. So don't assume a losing play because oftentimes, right, even if it's the right play for the Katarina to be mid right now, which it is, she should be mid. If she committed to a roam, more often than not, they're gonna force themselves to go through with it. That's like a general rule for roaming because usually mid lane, you're supposed to push your mid wave and then move. She didn't do that and she moved on vision. So it's your job not to die. Or if you die, you get a good trade. You get it, right?
Yep.
So on this timer, you have to either prevent this from happening or get 2 kills. And then, okay. So even though you're really fed, it's kind of hard for you to progress the game if you don't get vision. So up until now, you've just been fighting. This is just like pure gold, right? To progress the game, you either need objectives or turrets, right? So at this point in the game, when I'm not seeing them on my wave and I have a full item, my next goal is to get vision of this area, get vision of this area, and then start hitting this fucking turret over and over and over again until I break it.
Okay.
Because you're strong enough, right? You're much stronger than Tristana. If she jumps on you while you guys are walking into turret, right? Who wins?
Oh, I do, for
exactly.
sure.
So in terms of fighting, it's completely lost for her. So I want you to start thinking about progressing the game.
Okay.
Now that it's kind of like that. So first for Twitch, you're going to fight for gold. Like it's just going to be gold. And then at some point you'll be so strong that you can start fighting for turrets, right? So that needs to be on your mind. And now you're doing it, but it's not really showing. But you don't have vision of the tri-bush. Like what I want is a clear line of vision that will show you if they walk through any side of the jungle. So the reason why it's important to get this one is kind of obvious, right? It covers this entrance.
Yeah.
And
Skarner could just go through this wall right here. And
he can do that too. And to make it easier for you, like I want to put like a general rule for this, so that you know, like from game to game. Obviously, the specifics are always going to change. If you're versus a Hecarim, right, and you have this warded and you see him now, it doesn't fucking matter. He's going to be on your screen in like 3 seconds anyways, right?
Yeah.
So even versus yeah, exactly. So champions that have very, very strong mobility or gap closers that are super fucking long, right? If this is warded and you see J4 EQing you right now and you don't have flash, right, and they're strong enough to fight you, you're dead. So in this scenario, really easy way to think about it is warding their camps makes it a lot easier. But okay, perfect scenario for you. Okay, you push this last wave. So I want you to think about it, right? They're not contesting you because they're weaker. So you use one wave to get full vision of the jungle. You ping, assist ping here for vision. You ask for ping vision here and then here. And for the next 3 minutes of the game, if they don't sweep your vision, they cannot gank you. It's literally impossible. Yeah, like, you will get this turret no matter what. You're either going to kill them and take the turret, or you're going to just fucking take it. You are just too strong at this point. So you got the lead, and I want you to push it. Without vision, you can't do that. So hold on. Okay, I have a feeling something wrong happened here.
Definitely.
So let's see.
I think I took a did I take a tower shot?
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you also used your E.
And I have this. Yeah, I used my E. I have this wave coming in.
Okay, the most important thing for you, by the way, you can tank a turret shot if you're gonna like kill someone after, right? So that's fine. But your number one damage ability is your E. I never want you to use it for like a small chunk in this at this point in the game, right? Because the second you use it, Tristana has her abilities up. She's just gonna jump on you. You won't have your. So this is like literally like 600 damage, right? So I want you to think about it like that. Your kill ability or your damage ability is your E. For Tristana, it's also her E, right? But the way you use it,
Q attack speed, and
she
has lethal tempo.
And your Teemo also, he didn't like blind fast enough, so you didn't feel comfortable walking up. But you should be able to like fight her back here if she jumps on you. So Teemo should blind immediately right now. You should start hitting as the blind happens, and then you'll have E to kill her. If you E here, she's going to be like either killed by Collector or literally 1 HP.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was just like a fighting mistake. And then the whole issue with vision happens here because you don't have vision of river. Like at this point, if they're on your screen, jungle, mid, or on your screen, you're already dead. If you were bot lane. Yeah. So this ends up happening. Your turret just gets fucked. Oh, it's been fucked. Actually, I lied.
So I got rooted by the
Soraka
Q, and then that made Skarner ult like super easy to hit on me.
Yeah, if you stand in the silence, okay. I mean, this is like
I didn't know that until this game. I was like, if I stay in it and the Q expires, I get rooted.
So, okay, well, unfortunately, I do have to bring this up because with Soraka, this is the Q healing thing where like if she throws it at you and she lands it, she'll start healing. The E is the silence, and then her W is the healing. So for her, the most important ability that prevents your engage is this. For for Lulu, it's her polymorph. For Janna, it's tornado. I don't know, like
Milio Q.
Yeah, Milio Q. You get it, right? So every single enchanter or any support in general is gonna have one key ability you need to dodge. If you don't in a team fight, you're giving yourself up. You're just saying, you know what, Soraka, take me, whatever. It is what it is. So it's unfortunate.
At this point, I was pretty tilted, but that was still my mistake from not knowing that I could get rooted by Soraka Q.
But this game is still like hard winning, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have a quick question. So earlier you were saying if I'm this much stronger, I can just like to progress the game. Obviously, I want to take the turret or take the dragon on my side whenever it's available.
Mhm.
If so, like in silver, people don't really rotate. If my turret is dead, and I want to go mid or top to take those turrets, but they don't want to rotate. Do I go there anyway and help them for like one turn, or do I just keep going bot?
So if you see this and Veigar isn't swapping, there's one of two things. He either doesn't know that you want to swap to mid, or he knows and he just wants to stay mid. In both scenarios,
Immobile mages want to stay mid.
I
I
think
know that.
it's really important for you to recognize at this point in the game, right? They just took your bot turret. The feats of war are probably going to go in their favor. And so what you need to do is make this game chaotic. And the way you'll do that is you'll walk mid and then just
Sneak around and-
go invis and just start fighting whatever fucking shows up. And naturally, by the way, you're just going to find fights that are just good, right? Because
Yeah.
the enemy usually, until you get to like, I don't know, like Masters GM, people don't think about like split pushing up until this turret. They just don't. So
Yep.
naturally, they're going to like push one wave and then jerk off in the tri bush and then go back and then do the same thing over and over again. If you walk mid and get a kill and then take this turret, you're doing an infinitely more than going bot and catching a wave. Okay.
Gotcha.
So right here, you have to walk mid. And then obviously, like if you ping mid and he doesn't move, it's even better for you to go mid because you can fight now with numbers. If he does move, you can still fight on mid. Okay.
Yeah.
The
makes
most OP part about your champion is on mid waves. If they don't see you and they walk up, they need to lose their HP.
Yeah.
Your champion is literally the most broken thing ever. And so now Veigar dies, right? And you're split pushing on bot. Mid turret is like the most important turret. Like even if you lose both your side turrets, right? And you have your mid turret up, the game is winnable. But once you lose it, the reason why it's so
harder.
bad. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh yeah, it gets harder if
Yes.
the turn is lost.
Yes, because now instead of just pushing this wave and then moving, they're going to push the wave all the way here and then get an even bigger move. This is like 10 seconds difference that will make it so much easier for them to impact sides, and you will always have to move second or give up your wave. So now, okay, well, they didn't end up getting it. But okay. At this point, I want you to go mid. Obviously, in game, you were thinking about side lanes because Veigar was standing mid. Okay. You're a little like feisty. You really want to get these fights going, but
Yeah.
even if you want to get these fights going, don't walk up here. Don't ever go past this line in terms of spacing. I don't want you to do it, right?
Yep.
Because you're just opening yourself up to getting engaged on, and like the only thing that can kill you at this point is a Skarnar.
Yeah.
So the spacing was just wrong here. It causes you guys to lose this fight. And this fight's really important because Drake's up. So if they get the Drake, you're kind of fucked. Ends up happening anyways. So again, here, open mid. Just open mid and fight this Katarina. Wherever there are people, which is usually around mid, you're gonna want to fight. But I think we've hammered that point enough home. So you end up doing it. So okay. So you 1-for-1, but your support's dead, so pulling Rift is hard. So basing here is good. But you have to ping your team off of Rift. Because, okay, well, I don't know what this Ornn's doing, but
Yeah.
his entire team should be here, by the way. So, like, contesting Rift there could have been just a huge loss for you guys. There you go. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see on the fucking mid waves. There you go.
Yeah. I walked up and I was like, oh no way, she's recalling here.
I mean, there you go. So now you're at an advantage again. Just make sure now that you got the kill, you translate that into an objective, which is the objective is Rift Herald.
Rift Herald.
Okay. So you killed two of them, right? If they walk into you and your team just fights back, naturally you're just gonna win. Actually, you're not even fucking 3v2 or 3v3. You see the Katarina bot.
Yeah, we're 4v1, 5v1 right now.
Yeah, literally. This is not allowed. So just get the Rift Herald no matter what. I don't care about this Ornn kill. This Ornn is irrelevant to me. Getting a Rift and then getting 2 turrets, that's relevant. So this is actually a bait play. A play that takes you away from your...
I thought Teemo would stay on the Rift Herald, to be honest.
Well, if he sees you walking towards it, he's gonna walk towards it too. You know, most support players are just gonna follow you around. I'm not even joking. It pisses me off to no end, and I literally talk about it in my videos so much. Like I'm just like, get off my cock, but they just don't listen. You know, they're gonna see you walk somewhere and they're gonna follow you. So I just want you to think about it like this. Even if you... Sorry, what did you say?
They follow me when I don't want them to.
Yeah, exactly. And then when
they don't follow me when I need them to.
Yes, exactly. But it's really important to know this is not a play. Even if your Teemo doesn't walk with you, this is not good for you.
Oh, okay.
Because this is preventing you from getting the Rift Herald. I don't care if this guy, unless he has 1,000 gold, okay, in his pocket, ready for you to get as a bounty, I don't want you to look for those.
Got it.
Because that's not going to progress the game. Like turrets and objectives will. And so you see how like your Sejuani is soloing this? Like this entire...
It's just like impossible because she's a tank.
Yes, exactly. Like this should be gone, and then you guys should base and go into bot side because Otacon is up. But you see, your entire team is still top side. This is going to impact you so hard, right? Because 1 minute before an objective, if you are not on the objective or getting vision around it, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You're walking in with no vision.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to know, like here we're basing and we're going straight bot. But like, even when you're basing, I want you to like spam careful ping and then assist ping on Otacon, because Otacon will win you the game. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're in fucking silver. It doesn't matter if you're diamond, challenger. This objective is literally one of the most OP fucking things. If you fight,
I've learned that recently.
Yes, you will literally.
Also, I pinged the Veigar off there, and he actually listened.
Yeah. Wait.
As I'm coming out of base.
Oh yeah,
I ping him away, and then he like moves.
Okay, well you should be pinging him to come with you, by the
way. Yeah, because I wanted this like solo. I knew I'd be fighting him for this golden XP by myself if I were if he were down here with me.
That's fine to think about it like that, but I don't care. If it's Otacon, by the way, and everybody's bot, I'm happy. Because you will get Otacon.
Should have been free with everybody top lane, the jungler top lane.
Yep. You guys should all, except maybe the top laner can like bait top lane. But other than that, I want you to spam ping. Like, get the fuck off the top side. Go bot. This is so wrong.
Yeah.
So you see how like, in terms of fighting, I think like the key spells is definitely going to help you. Just thinking about like Skarner like engage with his W or his R, and then thinking about like the support's like really important ability. I think those are things that are going to help you fight a lot more. And then resource management, when your support isn't showing on your lane, and when the enemy mid laner isn't showing an objective or a skirmish in the river, those things are going to make your game entire like so much easier, because you were literally at a 3-0 lead this game. I think 3-1, 3-0. So
yeah, I was 3-0-3 at one point.
Yeah. So with that lead, you could literally solo carry the game if you just keep it consistent, take their turret, get the vision, and just keep moving with that. But since you didn't do that, and you're making like, you took needless plays, like for example, when you're fighting the Skarner and the Katarina bot side, and then the river fight, and then fighting the Ornn here was also kind of bad. Those fights are gonna they're just non-plays, because you're taking fights at a disadvantage. Now that you can recognize the disadvantage, I guarantee your games are going to be easier. Okay.
Yep.
So I really want you to look for that. If there's a fight involving more than you and your support, even if it's just you and your support, just think about where the resources on your team are going, and then where the resources on the enemy team is going. Okay.
Got it. Mm-hmm.